Now I would like to watch one more Eve video, and that is Tohiko, because Tohiko is apparently the sequel to the latest Eve video, Abyss in the World. I want to watch this video because then I understand the whole story and dynamic of the siblings and their older brother. So let's check out this Eve video. Okay, so much going on within the first few seconds already. Here we are having this 3D style again that we also saw in Abyss in the World. And also the heart with the different parts and different colors already. And here is the plant with the leaves and that the heart is getting divided into both siblings. Okay, now I understand way more actually from what's going on. And there are actually the two little creatures again, and it's all in his body. I still really like the color palette with the blue and the orange yellow tones. And yeah, this is again the same 3D vibe as in Abyss in the World. But I feel like in Abyss in the World we have way more green mixed into it. Okay, that's cool with these two little creatures moving way more, and I like the combination of 2D and 3D here. So he's working on different works to being able to pay everything. But one stylistic choice that I, of course, have in mind the most is this perspective, this fisheye perspective. That's pretty cool. These shots are almost like in Abyss in the World, where we have these little insert shots from these creatures just doing stuff. And now he's getting a fever because he probably overworked himself. He's just dead. Wait, was this his ghost coming out of his mouth? Yeah, here, a little ha. That's cute. But again, I really like the color palette, which is here way more limited with only blue, yellow colors and this white color. These are some cool little expressions, really strong posing here. We can clearly understand what's going on when he's tossing that piece of I don't know what. And also with all of these emojis in the background. Yeah, really strong posing. I really like that. No. Oh, okay, that's interesting again. Just showing us this illness or sickness that he's got with this red blood. Before we only had blue and yellow, and with that we get this new color added to the pool. And I think it's also really interesting because this section looks almost like a real life recording with an effect on top of it, so that it looks more like a painting. And then we are also getting this cuffing. And I think it's funny to have these little creatures as transition through these scenes. And then here we are having all of his medicine and probably tea or something. I really like the framing here, that we are having this white border on the top and the bottom. It kind of looks like an anime opening that way. So he lost his job at a fast food chain. In this part, we are closer to the siblings again, that are just living their lives, and it seems like they have to move to different places, but they are still enjoying their time. And we know what is happening in the second part already, so that's a big contrast. But that's a cool use of 3D again with the 2D drawings probably in the scene directly, so that it all really flows together and it looks like a complete picture. Just look at this drop shadow here. This looks really good. Ooh, that shot is cool. This is just super aesthetic with this big moon as our focus point, of course, because this is the brightest area in this picture. And here we see this shadow and this light to the character. And it also makes sense to use 3D for this POV scene where we are having this fast movement, which you would never make in 2D. So smart usage of what you already built. This whole world needed to be built at some point, and just use it as much as you can. And this is also what I've meant in Abyss in the World. Abyss in the World didn't really know what to do, kind of. Like here I see a clear concept with blue and yellow colors and the use of 3D within the world. In Abyss in the World it was all over the place. Sometimes they used 3D for a scene, sometimes they hand animated everything and made the background look like a picture, or sometimes like a sketch, or sometimes like a oil painting, all of these different things. And here it's a clear vision. Oh, this actually looks like the heart. That's cool to see how they use all of these shapes that we've already seen. Okay, now so much makes way more sense to see this video. So it makes way more sense what's going on with the heart and the two siblings and the older brother. But I really have to say these shots are really great. Here as well with the different aspect ratio, with this 3:4 aspect ratio and this really low poly looking heart. But this shot is really cool when all of them are just sliding by and rotating through this picture with this big light, of course, guiding us to. Yeah, this is a really strong scene. Just look how much work is in here with all of these characters and then getting closer to each other with focus on the heart. But I really like this shining effect, that it's not completely transparent. And it's also not glowing that much. It's only the moon that is glowing. But we see these hard edges of this shining effect. already thought it would be done, but it actually continues. Yeah, cute. That's actually really cute. It looks like everything is kind of better, but everything is also completely thrown over. Like here we can see all of these stuffs on the wall and everywhere. We don't know where is actually up and down, where's the side, where's not. But yeah, I think this whole video has a clear vision and know what it want to do and has a clear distinctive style. And I think that is something that I really appreciate here. It's a little bit sad that Abyss in the World looks like this tossed together stuff, and they just hope that it kind of works. Because the 3D with a 2D is such a cool way to describe this whole world. It's really the only time when we see a different color than blue and yellow. It's this one drop of blood. But yeah, I really liked this video. If you haven't seen Abyss in the World yet, you really have to check it out here, or check out my other reactions here. And then I will see you at the next video. Bye!